So when we solve equations, sometimes we have more than one variable and we have to solve for a specific variable. So as long as we kind of think about and talk through what's going on, it won't be too bad, but I understand they're a little bit tricky. So the first example, we're going to solve for x. So what we want to do is figure out where is x in this equation. And x is right there. Now we want to ask ourselves, what's actually happening to x on this side of the equation? Well, the first thing is this fraction. X is being divided by 5. So off on the side, I'm just going to write down dividing by 5. And then what else is happening to x? Well, then you are subtracting a g. So we are subtracting g. All right. Now, we're going to solve for x, you want to go through PEMDAS in a backwards order, so you want to undo any addition or subtraction first. Well, we have a minus g, we want to go ahead and undo that. So the opposite of subtracting g is adding g. So we will add g to both sides. That cancels, we rewrite our equation, x over 5 equals a plus g. So we got that one. Next thing we have to undo is divided by 5. Opposite of dividing by 5 is multiplying by 5. So that cancels over there. Now the only thing we want to remember, this a plus g, you want to multiply the entire side by 5. So that's when we're going to put parentheses around that and multiply by 5. So x equals, I'll go ahead and put that 5 in front, 5 times a plus g. We can go ahead and distribute that 5 in. That wouldn't be too bad for our final answer. We get x equals 5a plus 5g. We have solved for x, which means we're done with the problem, even though the 5a plus 5g is a little bit unsettling and maybe we're not a huge fan of it. All right, this next example, we're solving for b. So again, we want to figure out where b is. And then what's happening to b? It's being multiplied by a 1/2. And it's being multiplied by an h. So because it's all multiplication and nothing else, we could do this all together, but here's my advice. If you have a fraction multiplying by a 1/2, let's go ahead and undo the fraction first. And because it's all multiplication, a quick way to make a fraction cancel is to go ahead and multiply by the reciprocal on both sides. The 2's cancel. And on the left side, 2 over 1 times a is just a 2a equals b times h. All right, so we're still working on solving for b. So we took care of the 1/2. Now we have a multiply by h still happening that we have to undo. Opposite of multiplying by h is dividing by h. On both sides, our h's cancel. You can see that we have b alone. So we'll just rewrite our final answer. B equals the other side, 2a over h. And we're done.